Hello everyone, Vic here. Welcome back to a new topic of today. So today, I recently got something from the mail, like during Wednesday, if I recall, and you'll see. So it's a toy from Jack in the Box, back in 1999. Come on, let me turn on the lights. There you go. Now you can see. About two lights instead. So let's open this up and see who's in there. And it's Knuckles the Echidna. One thing I find interesting is that, like, when I got this in the mail, the dreads, this part, like, the dreads or hair came apart, like, it was loose. So to try, like, put it back together, and I was playing around with my youngest sister, and she accidentally broke it. It's like a crack on the inside the head, not this part, like inside this like head, because it's made out of like a particular material that isn't really used much, thankfully. So the durability is not that great, honestly. However, I decided to fix it. Like, the head was kind of loose, like it was wobbly, so I had to glue it so that it's like it wouldn't feel like it's loose, and it's like feels like it would last like for quite some time. And it has rotatable arms and rotatable head, and even his tail is articulated, which I find really weird. Though I feel like it could use like the space to make the legs articulated. But one thing I find really weird is if you look at this bag, it says 0 plus, which means literally anybody. Yes, I mean literally anybody. Even a literal universe can play with this Knuckle toy. Not Knuckle. Knuckles figurine. Like a newborn could play it, like, and it came out straight out of the womb. Which is a really weird thing to do. Like, it's supposed to be something for kids above the age of 3 to do. But I'll do a height comparison with Knuckles, this Yoshi figurine, which is also for people below the age of 3, and my beloved Mario articulate figurine for Wendy's. This one's for Wendy's, and this one's from Taco Bell, and this one's from Jack in the Box. Some really, like, I wouldn't really say obscure, but they are definitely not the place to have like fast food toys at. So you can see Yoshi is like the shortest, Mario being like the second tallest, and Knuckles being tallest. And the forehead is probably why he's so tall. And just like Knuckles, Mario has articulated arms, head, and legs, which Knuckles does not have, unfortunately. Whoops. Now we'll do a scale comparison with my other toys of Knuckles the Echidna. So this is the Kujetsu Stretchy Knuckles figure. I haven't used it much, so it's like he's like stiff and not like soft. He's like much more fun because of like an activity with it. So as you can see, it's so much bigger. And then, whoops. And then movie Knuckles. Then Knuckles from the Sonic movie. The second one, to be precise. His arm came apart. Which is really weird. And speaking of this iteration from Knuckles, I actually got this toy because of like a Super Bowl commercial, if you recall. It was like a commercial made by Paramount, and it had Knuckles made an appearance. And it even teased the upcoming Knuckles the Echidna show coming to Paramount Plus. And no, I'm not advertising that show. I mean, I wish I was. But Paramount is a coward when it comes to handling copyright. The big baby that couldn't like take a single form of fair use. But anyways, what I find interesting about this Knuckles is that this was made in 1999, so it should have been based off his design from Sonic Adventure. But what also came out in 1999 was Sonic Underground, a TV show that also featured Knuckles. And this is where his design, I'm showing it now, comes in handy, comes into play. So this is like the American classic Knuckles, and this is like the Japanese like classic Knuckles. I'm not saying that they're from Japan. This one's from the US. I mean, they are made in the US, or released in the US actually. But each of those countries have like different iterations or interpretations of Knuckles. Which is really interesting. But here's a surprise I have. It's custom made, and it's a custom made Sonic the Hedgehog figurine. Pretty out of place, but since we're talking about Sonic, of course we can include our blue hedgehog boy into the mix. So it's supposed to be based off the Dreamcast era of Sonic, and it's supposed to be more like in scale of the Wendy's Mario figurine. Since I actually proposed an idea that it's supposed to be like an alternate universe where Sega decided to collaborate with Wendy's instead of Nintendo. His figure looked all great. He still has a rotatable head. Arms and legs. I forgot to include like the spine like hairs, the spine spikes in his tail as well, which I will add on later on. I will probably fix his face too because it looks a little weird. And this was like definitely rushed. Probably as rushed as Sonic 06. So that was basically it for the analysis, the solo analysis of the Jack in the Box Knuckles the Echidna figurine from 1999 in Sonic. Oh, by the way, one more thing is this manual that came along with the toy. Video games for your PC available for sale at Jack in the Box restaurant. Visit your local restaurant for details. So this was in promotion for like Sega games, like at the time being released for PC. So you have Echo the Dolphin, Bug, Sonic and Knuckles collection, and Sonic 3D Blast. In the back is the toys. So you have Sonic Pushdown Racer and Knuckles articulating figurine, and Echo the Dolphin wind-up swimmer, and Bug wind-up walker. Echo and Bug are pretty obscure sticker properties, which aren't used as much as they were in the 90s. So we got new releases. Sonic R, soaring speed racing Sonic style. Fun fact, when Sonic R is being re-released actually, they have to use the PC version because the Sega Saturn version of this was pretty difficult to emulate, so they had to emulate the PC version. And we have Utah. You can build it, but will they stay? At a retail store near you. So all this like stuff, like copyright stuff in the below. Which one is your favorite out of these four? Personally, it's Knuckles. And yes, the weird looking eyes is intentional. Which I don't understand why. For whoever thought this was a good idea, these are both sides of blankets to be warm. Probably as warm as the sun itself.